Get it? There it is, okay. Well, oops, I better get this over here. I don't like people touching me. I never really have. And I found out that it's kind of a common phobia. Johnny Carson didn't like people touching him. There's a lot of people that don't. And, but I will shake hands with anybody that wants to shake hands. If women want to give me a hug, I'll give them a hug. I don't hug men. I'm not homophobic, I just don't hug men. But I draw the line at people's goo. Keep your goo to yourself. We are all goo from our head to our foot, underneath our skin. We're nothing but goo everywhere. And I don't want other people's goo on me. And I will not put my goo on you. I'll give you a great example. I have a friend named Gary who went out and bought a set of teeth that fit over his teeth. He paid a lot of money for them. They were custom made, and they fit over his teeth, and when he went like that, he sort of looked like a cross between a vampire and a Wolverine. They were really well made, and it looked very scary, and his name was Gary, so that worked out well. But he showed them to me, and I said, that's really cool. So he says, takes them out and says, you want to try them? And I said, no, I don't. Just keep them away from me, and don't touch me with your hands now because your goo is on your hands, and I don't want that either. So, by this time you're probably saying, what in the hell is he talking about? Well, our goo is made up of our cells, and an interesting phenomenon happened to me when I read this book. After I got done with it, I put it down and I thought about something, because I had a polio vaccine when I was a kid, and I hope everybody did. And I had a couple of other vaccines when I was a kid, I hope everybody did. And it occurred to me that there's actually somebody else's goo in my body now, and I actually don't mind. If anything, I'm actually kind of thankful for it. And I never thought that would happen. It's an interesting phenomenon for me. And so, and because of her goo, I looked this up the other day, it's interesting. When she died in 1951, the average life expectancy was, for men, was 65.4 years old. The average life expectancy nowadays is 83 or 82.3 or 83.2 or something like that. It's almost 20 years difference, and the main reason is because of her goo. So I'm very thankful for her and her goo. I wish I could tell her thank you. I can't. But that's kind of what this song is about. By the way, when I was here a month ago, I brought the strum stick. If you were here, you may remember it. So I figured I owed everybody one. So I brought the big fella. Give me a little bit more bass on this, would you? I didn't invite you, but how could I do that to someone who never even exists in my head? Now it seems that you may be living inside of me. Maybe you'd ask my permission instead of the way that they spread you around. Start again. I get where I see it now. Sorry. What am I doing? I'm going to do it right. I didn't invite you, but how could I do that to someone who didn't even exist in my head? my permission instead of the way that they spread you around to us all. You became such a giant for someone so small, and how could you know that you were the one to save all of humanity? You were so young, you're cursed with perfection. Before that we have to say thank you. Nobody said please or just would you mind. I turned inside of me where some of you reside, and my soundness and strength are just what I find. Let me take my turn to say thank you. Thank you. It's not like me to want to have someone against me who I've never met, yet I'm thankful that you became part of me and of humanity. You were known for your generous hospitality, but how could you know that you were the one to save all humanity? You were so young, you're cursed with perfection. Before that we have to say thank you. Nobody said please or just would you mind. I turned inside of me where some of you reside, and my soundness and strength are just what I find. Let me take my turn to say thank you. Thank you. Let me take my turn to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you.